Welcome back to the channel, good friends. Brian from Apex Detail. Today we're going to take a look at a single step or a one-step polish. And these mostly are medium polishes or the second step in a lot of correction systems. This one here is the Oberk Sole or one-step medium polish. You can get it in 8-ounce, 32-ounce, and 1-gallon containers. Here on this test panel, we're going to test it in two different ways. We're going to test and see how it cuts. And on the other side of the blue line, we're going to see how it finishes down. So here we have the panel scuffed up, and this will emulate swirling or love marks or scratches. And on this side, we have 4 sections starting at 2,000 grit down to 800 grit sand marks. And it does advertise to be able to remove 2,000 grit marks. I think it can do better, and here on the medium clear coat on this hood, we will find out. This one here is a rich, creamy formula. Shake up vigorously before use. It's hard to feel the abrasives between your fingers as it would be for one step. They're not very gritty or coarse, and it's meant not to dust, and it's meant to be easily used and cut down on steps. This polish can be used on many different types of pads. It will be pad dependent, depending on the imperfections and the type of clear coat you're working on, and can be used with a dual action polisher, forced rotation, or a rotary polisher. So what we're going to do here is what we normally do during a cutting compound test. I just adjusted the sand mark so it's not quite as crazy deep with some of the sand marks. So we're starting at 2,000 and going down to 800. And we'll make a trip all the way down and all the way back, equal to 2 passes. And we'll take a look and we'll see, does it dust, how does it cut, how does it wipe off, etc. Normally, the one-step or single-step or medium polishes have a diminishing abrasive. So that first pass, you're getting the cut, and then the abrasive rolls and breaks down, and you get a nice finished product or result. This is a water-based formula, body shop safe. It works on all types of automotive finishes and gel coat. Oberk also advertises as having absolutely no fillers whatsoever. We will still use a panel prep to remove any residue or any filler that may be left behind before we come in for a closer look and look at the results. No dusting whatsoever. Has a decent cycle time or open time, meaning how long you can use the polish before it starts to dry up and start to dust on you and break down. Easy to wipe off, no problem there whatsoever. And again, we're going to follow up and remove any residue or possible fillers to see the true results. Let's go down through each one of these sand mark sections, and it does easily burn through the 2,000 grit section, which it advertises to be able to remove, and it goes well beyond, so it exceeds the performance that it will boast on the label, which is great. I mean, for the money, that's what you're looking for. As we go on, you know, the 1,000 grit, the 800 grit section, you could still see the marks, but greatly and vastly improved. We'll use the little swirl finder here so you can get a better look. It's hard to tell what's going through the camera. There are still some marks left behind, but they are much, much clearer. Okay, very impressive so far. Let's get to the other side, and this side represents just natural swirling over time, love marks, you name it, car wash trips. And what we're going to do here is take a run through the panel and see how it cuts and remove those, but finishes down. That's the most important. Now, the object is to get this done in one step without having to do extra work, but obviously you can swap pads then and try to finish down even further, but that's completely up to you. Just like on the other side, residue very easy to wipe off. That's excellent that it doesn't cost you extra work by spreading around excess dust from dusting. With the new era of compounds and polishes, there should be no dusting whatsoever. Back in the day, some would dust a little bit, and you would just take that with your correction. But nowadays, there's no excuse, and I would not use any whatsoever if they dust on you. There's so many available that are just effortless to use and available for a decent price. This system here from Oberk is just slightly high when it comes to price. Just need to throw that out there. There can, there's room for a better price here with the system, but when it comes to the performance, I've been impressed. So this looks great. Now I can tell you with the pad should be adjusted, and you would probably get an even better finish that may compromise the cut. But here we could see some numbers behind the jump that we've made from the low 70s to the high 90s, and something to remember, that those high 90s there, that's before protection. So overall, I would definitely be happy if I had it in my arsenal. I'm going to go ahead and give it rating an 8 out of 10. The price holds it back a little bit. I hope that helps. This has been Brian from Apex Detail, and I'll catch you in the next video.